Hello everybody, it's Jen, Scrapbena Creations. Today I am using the Picket Fence A Bare Kind of Winter and Sunny Studio Here Comes Santa stamp set. That particular stamp set was a free with 60 purchase at the Not2Shabby shop, which this is a design team project for. So I know a lot of you received that stamp with some of your orders, so I thought I would mix it in with my design team stamp for the month, which is the little bears from the Picket Fence Studio. I've already made a card using that stamp set. I will link it above in case you missed it. I did an Arctic winter sky background using Distress Oxides. And today I'm going to be doing Northern Lights, and I'm using a piece of Distress watercolor paper here. I've got my Distress inks out. You can see them. I've cracked pistachio, peacock feathers, Mermaid, Lagoon, and picked raspberry. And to be honest, this was just kind of an experiment. So I first wet the entire top 3/4 of the paper with clean water. And then as I've been talking, you've seen me just kind of adding on the color. So I used the cracked pistachio on the bottom. I wanted it to look like it was glowing behind the trees that I'm going to stamp. And from there, I'm just adding colors, and I'm taking my paintbrush. These are Ranger paintbrushes. I will have all the links for the products in the description box below. And I'm just creating lines with my Distress Oxides here. I had no idea how this was going to turn out. So you can play along with me here and watch and see how it really does come to life. It's one of those things where you just have to keep going until you get a look that you want. It's sort of like a galaxy background where it looks like a hot mess before it looks really good. So as you've seen, I am heating it here in between the different layers. And so I have the card background complete. I'm going to stamp this tree line from the Here Comes Santa Claus set. I stamped it probably about 5 times each with the Versafine ink. And now I'm going to heat emboss that with clear detail embossing powder. So I'm going to have a nice glowing, or kind of shiny, I guess is the word, tree line. And now I'm going to stamp the Santa and the reindeer in the sky, and I did that about 5 times as well before heat embossing it here again with some clear embossing powder. I sort of curved this stamp so it looked like he's maybe sort of just taking off from the North Pole. Grabbed my Stormy Sky Distress Oxide here, and I'm going to lay that down for the snowbank underneath the trees. I'm going to dry that up, and then I'm going to add some more lines in the snow just to give it some dimension. It's a very soft look, and I think it looks really pretty. And that is pretty much going to be the card, besides adding the image from the Picket Fence Studio stamp. Now I did color the polar bear when I did my other card, so as I said, I linked that already in case you wanted to check that out. So all I have to do once I trim up this card base that I did not obviously cut correctly is add on my little guy. So I was just showing you there with warping. One of the things that I like to do is once it's on the card base, put it in between my cutting plates and put it through my Big Shot, and all of the wrinkles and warping actually comes out. So you saw there I stamped the sentiment on the inside from Fawn Merry Messages, and it says have a magical holiday season, which I thought went perfectly with this card. Now I'm using a couple of the stars that came in the Here Comes Santa Claus set. These ones are kind of like a twinkling or northern light star. It's really pretty. And then I'm also just using a little round circle, the tiniest of dots that came in that little stamp set, just to finish off the card and make it look like there are some stars in the night sky. Now you could have heat embossed those as well, but I thought it just looked nice stamped out like that without doing anything else. So there's the card today. Let me know what you think of the Northern Lights Distress Oxide background, and I'll see you all really soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye.